On Friday, I got an email from the Seattle Times, and usually I just completely ignore emails from the media. I don't acknowledge that these people exist. Why feed the trolls, right? But sometimes they throw such a perfect pitch that I can't help but just swing because I know I'm going to hit a home run and teach them a lesson and have a good time mocking them. So this time I did respond. Dear Mr. Dice, it began. I'm a business reporter at the Seattle Times, where I cover Amazon, which is where Amazon is headquartered, if you don't know. I am writing an article about Amazon influencer storefronts, which is like an affiliate program. I plan on including your influencer storefront in my article as an example of a storefront benefiting a social media personality who has questioned the results of the 2020 presidential election. Blah, blah, blah. How lucrative is your Amazon storefront? Blah, blah, blah. Warmly, Catherine Long. Hey, I'm trying to get you banned from selling anything on Amazon. Love, Catherine. I responded, here's a screenshot from this month's earnings, which is pretty typical. I forgot I even had one until you mentioned it. And if you're watching this video on a mobile device and the screen is too small for you to make out the figures, it shows that I made a whopping $44.99. My statement to her continues. Also, I thought it was only in communist countries that people aren't allowed to voice concerns about election integrity or muse aloud that an election might have been stolen. But sadly, after 4 years of Democrat lawmakers and the liberal media doing that on a daily basis, now, all of a sudden, when Republicans do it, the liberal media industrial complex claims it's tantamount to treason and spreading harmful misinformation. Then left-wing political activists who call themselves journalists work to get those people deplatformed. It's sad that so many liberals are tirelessly trying to undermine the principles of free speech, which are the very foundation of what makes the United States the greatest country in the world. She thought I was making all this money from the program, and as a social justice warrior who covers Amazon for the paper, she felt it was her duty to stop me. Some people do, I suppose, particularly the tech review channels who have viewers who are potential customers of fairly expensive products, like the channels that review cameras and things like that, other equipment, and they want to learn the features, benefits, potential downsides, how good a product is, and then so they go and look it up on YouTube, find a review, and then there's a link to that YouTube channel's affiliate program on Amazon down in the description below. So maybe I should actually start using my Amazon affiliate influencer storefront. Maybe I'm missing out on some good money. So thanks for the reminder, Seattle Times. And guys, that link is in the description below. So check out my influencer storefront and some of the cool products that I recommend. So the article came out and it's titled Militant Preppers, Boogaloo Members, and QAnon Adherents Push Products on Amazon. And obviously I'm none of those things. And I really wondered after seeing my quite embarrassing analytics about how much money I was not making on the program. I wondered if she was going to include me in the article at all, but she did. At the very end of the article, she calls me a California conspiracy theorist, oozes jealousy over my impressive 1.65 million YouTube subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. Subscribe here if you're new. And then attributes a quote to me, which she says was from one of my videos about the January 6th insurrection, which I didn't say. This is why I don't talk to the fake news on the phone, because they'll just fabricate quotes or they'll just misremember things that I said and then attribute them to me in a direct quote. And what this moron did is she paraphrased what I said in my video and then put direct quotes around it as if it was exactly what I said word for word, conflating multiple different statements and then laying it out as if it's a direct quote. I mean, she did capture the essence of what I said, but that's not a direct quote. That's not how journalism works, lady. I'm proud of what I said because it's the truth, which is getting harder to say on social media because they're banning it. And I thought it was a great joke, too. This captures the essence of the joke, what I said, the truthful joke, but it's not exactly what I said, where she attributes me saying, by BLM standards, the incident on the Capitol, it would have been what you call a mostly peaceful protest. Really the most peaceful we've seen over the last year. So I went to her Twitter feed to confirm my clairvoyant visions because, as you know, I can read the minds of liberals and predict the future. And of course, she has been calling for Amazon to ban books. Books on vaccines, because as you know, you're only allowed to have one opinion about vaccines these days, as Robert F. Kennedy Jr. found out the hard way after Instagram banned him for his wrongthink. And speaking of banning books, they just banned another one about transgenderism because, as you know, nobody, including doctors and psychiatrists, aren't allowed to question what is causing it and why it's suddenly so seemingly prevalent. When Harry Became Sally, Responding to the Transgender Movement is the title of that one, which as of now is still currently available on barnesandnoble.com because the activists tend to just focus on Amazon. They are so narrow-minded that they don't know that there are other websites that actually sell books, particularly certain websites that sell used books, which I would recommend you going to if you want to buy any of the previous banned books that disappeared from Amazon. Remember when I said as bad as you think the censorship's going to get, it's going to get worse? This is what I mean. Now the Seattle Times is trying to get me banned from selling books on Amazon. And you know what that means. The books are good. Better than most people think, because underneath this clownish exterior is a very serious guy. Really. Like my latest one, Hollywood Propaganda, How TV, Movies, and Music Shape Our Culture, or my previous books like The True Story of Fake News, How Mainstream Media Manipulates Millions, or The Liberal Media Industrial Complex, all available for now in paperback on Amazon.com, or download the ebook onto your tablet or your e-reading device. So click my affiliate link in the description below and check them out.